According to international economics, globalization is the network of relationships that exist between economies throughout the world as a result of international trade and investment. While there is a long history of globalization that dates back to ancient times, the modern era of globalization began in earnest in the early 19th century. Advancements in transportation, such as railroads and steamships, and communication, such as the telegraph, began with the Industrial Revolution, enabling more economic engagement and cooperation across national borders. Globalization can benefit a country's economy in many ways. Increases the rate of economic growth. Globalization boosts economic development for every country that engages in the global economy by expanding international trade and the advancement of technology and information. Increased economic growth leads to better living standards, increased incomes, more wealth in a country, and, in many cases, less poverty. In other words, a country's general well-being. Reduces the cost of production. A global market provides firms with greater access to production opportunities and consumers, resulting in more goods being accessible at a wider range of prices. Encourages collaboration. When countries join forces to trade and invest in a global financial market, they become increasingly interconnected and reliant on one another for certain goods and services. Brings opportunities to poorer countries. Companies might shift production from high-cost locations to lower-cost locations abroad as a result of globalization, providing jobs, information technology, and other economic opportunities to countries with limited resources. While globalization can be beneficial to countries, it also has a number of drawbacks. The following are some of the disadvantages of globalization. Unequal economic growth. While globalization tends to boost economic growth in many countries, the benefits aren't distributed evenly. Richer countries benefit more than poorer countries. Lack of local businesses. Globalization policies favor companies with the resources and infrastructure to operate their supply chains or distribution in multiple countries, which can handicap small local businesses. For example, a local Filipino hamburger joint may find it difficult to compete with the prices of a multinational burger-making corporation. Increases potential global recessions. When the economies of numerous countries become intertwined, the risk of a global recession rises dramatically because if one country's economy begins to falter, it might set off a chain reaction that affects many other countries at the same time, resulting in a global financial crisis. Exploits cheaper labor markets. Globalization enables businesses to expand employment and economic opportunities in underdeveloped countries, where labor costs are typically cheaper. However, these countries' overall economic growth may be slow or stagnant. Causes job displacement. Globalization does not produce more employment, rather, it redistributes it by shifting production from high-cost countries to low-cost countries. This means that high-cost countries often lose jobs due to globalization as production goes overseas.